This is our computer hardware presentation by Mark Apsey.
And Ian Gray.
What will be the use of the computer? For me, the computer will be mainly used for different media and gaming consumption.
My computer will also be used for media and games. What are the space constraints? The only space constraints I have is the desk where I sit at my office, which has ample amounts of room.
And for me, the only space constraint is the size of the desk in my room, which really shouldn't be an issue. What is the price range?
My budget is under $1,500.
And mine is less than $1,000. For the computer that I chose that Ian picked out for me was the first one, or Computer 1, which was a desktop, and the processor was an AMD Ryzen 5 2400G with a Windows 10 operating system and 16 gigabytes of memory. The hard drive was 1 terabyte and there was no optical drive. The monitor size was 27 inches. The video card was an AMD Radeon RX Vega 11. The sound card is on board and it comes with a keyboard and mouse, and the total price was $949.98, which included the monitor. I chose this because it had the most memory than all of the other computers, and all the other components are pretty similar and they're all around the same price, so I thought that one would be the best.
So I ended up choosing the third computer that Mark picked out, which was by CyberPower Gamer Masters Desktop. It had a hexa-core AMD FX, Windows 10, 8 gigabytes of memory, a 1 terabyte hard drive. It had no optical drive, which isn't an issue. 27-inch monitor, an AMD Radeon RX 850X TR graphics, an onboard sound card, a Logitech mouse, Logitech keyboard, and a Dell monitor, which came out to $1,138.96. I ended up choosing this computer because I looked at a benchmarking website that compared graphics cards, and I found that the Radeon RX 580 performs similarly to a 1060, which I assume performs similarly to a 1070, and it performed better than a 1050, and it was $200 to $300 cheaper than the other computers.
Some of the components that make up these computers are the processor, which is usually referred to as the central processing unit, which handles all the information tasks of the computer.
The operating system connects the hardware and software to the computer. Two popular operating systems for desktops and laptops are macOS and Windows.
The memory, which is the storage space in the computer where the data is processed and the instructions required for processing are stored.
The hard drive is used for storing all the information on the computer, such as files, photos, games, and whatever else.
The optical drive is the component in the computer that reads DVDs. This part isn't as common in computers as it used to be because with all the new streaming sites like Netflix and YouTube.
The monitor is where all the information from the computer is being outputted to, such as the desktop, games, or the internet. Monitors can come in various different sizes. This is included because it's how whatever you're doing is displayed.
The video card is used to generate different images, which makes seeing whatever you're doing a lot easier if it has better graphics.
A sound card provides a sound from the computer to an output, such as speakers or headphones.
The speakers are where the sound comes from, which comes from the sound cards, which is not the sound isn't just limited to the speakers because it can be included with headphones.
The keyboard is used as an input for the computer to type commands or type things into a search bar in a browser.
The mouse is another input for the computer, which is used to select things on the screen that the keyboard can't select.
A modem is what's used to access the internet. It's different from a router because it is what actually gets user to the internet, and the router is what expands the modem for multiple people to connect to the router.
And that is the end of our presentation.